Hello from NYChessKids again. My name is Saudin, and in this lesson we're going to be learning about checkmate and the stalemate. Checkmate, the most important lesson you will ever have in chess. So let's see the checkmate. Look, a powerful piece like a queen can checkmate the black king, but we need a support. Without the white king, we cannot checkmate. So look, if the queen goes to c7, that would be a checkmate. Pay attention to what's happening. Queen is attacking the king, right, straight, and the black king is not allowed to capture the white queen because the king protects the white queen. Now, king also cannot move sideways to b8 or d8. It cannot move to d7 because queen is still attacking. It's check. So look at this position one more time, right? Queen with the support of the white king is checkmating the black king. That's how the checkmate looks like. Now, what is the difference between checkmate and check? With a checkmate, you cannot continue the game. It is the end of the game. That's how you finish the game. With a check, we learned that you can escape the check with three ways: blocking, moving your king into the safe place, or capturing the attacking piece. Right? This is how the checkmate looks like. Now let's practice a little bit of checkmate and see what happens. I'm gonna give you couple of seconds to think. Right here you have a knight and you have a queen. Now queen can checkmate the black king, but the knight can support the queen. So why don't you think a little bit, and then we can try together. Right, find a move with a queen and checkmate the black king. Okay, look, if you found this move, queen e7, then you are right. Let's look at us. Queen is attacking the black king. Check. Black king cannot move sideways because queen goes diagonally, so it's still check. Now look at this knight. Knight is supporting the queen, so black king is not allowed to capture the white queen. So that's how the checkmate looks like. Right, the end of the game. Now when you have a checkmate, you cannot continue the game. You just have to shake hands and say, okay, good game, and you play a new one. Let's see the next one. Okay, look again, we have a queen and a king. Pay attention how two kings are close to each other, but there is one space in between the kings, right? So that's nice. That's how it's supposed to be. Now we can checkmate only with a queen. We cannot checkmate with a king. Sometimes kids, they do this. Look, they just move like a king and say checkmate, right? But you are not allowed to do that. You know better, right? You know that you cannot move your king close to the other king. It has to be one space. But let's see what can we do with a queen. First we have to look for a check. How about you find a move? You have to move the queen and attack the black king. Alright. Look, if you found this move, if you moved your queen all the way diagonally like this, look, I'm gonna go slowly, diagonally, right? If you moved your queen all the way to h1, then you found the right move. This is a checkmate. Pay attention how black king is attacked, queen is checking the king, and black king cannot run away because our white king is blocking the black king. Checkmate. There is no move for black in this position. Right? Let's see the next one. Can you please help me a little bit, because I want you to think about those checkmates. Okay, how about you think right now? Checkmate in one move. Of course, we have to checkmate with a queen, right? Because the pawn is too far away from the king, but the pawn can support our queen. So find a space on the chessboard to make a checkmate with a queen. Okay, let's see. If we move the queen straight like this and go to b5, that would be a checkmate. Look, checkmate. Queen is attacking the king. King is not allowed to capture our queen because pawn diagonally protects the queen. King cannot move to a6 or a4 because there is a check. Queen is still checking the king. Checkmate. There is nothing that black king can do. Let's go to the next one. Okay, now look, the white king is on the edge of the board. This rank number 1 and rank number 8, that's the edge of the board. Also A file and H file is the edge of the board. That's where the king can be checkmated. Now look at those two black rocks. They are really working very nicely together. They are protecting each other and they are also blocking the white king to escape. So white king cannot escape, right? Now think about the checkmate. Black can move the rook and checkmate the white king. Good. If you play this move, rook h1, then you are correct. Checkmate. This is a checkmate. Right? Pay attention. Rook is attacking the king. King cannot move and king cannot escape because the rook on b2. So checkmate. This is a nice checkmate, right? Let's see the next one. Okay, what do we have here? Again, very similar position. Now the king is on the edge of the board, but right now we cannot play this move. This is not a checkmate, because if we play this move, then the white king can take the rook, so that would be only a check. So let's see if you can figure out a different kind of move that can checkmate the white king. Okay, if you found this move, then you would play a checkmate. Look at this beautiful checkmate, right? Two rooks, they are supporting each other, checking the king, and king is not allowed to move because it cannot capture the rooks. They protect each other and cannot move to f2 or h1 because it's still a check. This is how the checkmate looks like. This is the end of the game. This is how you win the game. Okay, so we did a little bit the checkmates. Now again, the difference between the checkmate and the check is with a checkmate you finish the game. You win the game or you lose the game. With a check there are ways to continue the game, right? So the check is not the end of the game. Okay, now we're going to learn about the stalemate. Stalemate is very similar to the checkmate, but when you play on the chess tournaments, if you make a stalemate, you don't win the game, right? With a checkmate, you get 1 point if you win the game, or if you lose the game, you get 0 points. But with a stalemate, the game is a tie, so each player would get half of the point, and in chess we call that draw. Draw. Right, that's a special word in chess. So let's say you go to the chess tournament and your parents ask you, hey, how was the game? You say, oh, I made a draw. Right, that means you get only half of the point. Now, stalemate is a draw. Now look at this position here. It is black to move. Black king cannot move. Look, if you go to b8, you are still in check with a queen. You cannot get close to the white king. But pay attention, white queen is not attacking the black king. So black king is safe here on a8. There is no check. And because black king is safe on a8, that's what we call a stalemate. Right? Again, just remember, with a stalemate, you don't win the game. There are many kids who are very disappointed on a chess tournaments when they end up in a position like this. They have a king and a queen, and they played very well, and they knew they are supposed to win, but then this stalemate happens. Right? That's why we have to learn this the right way, so it doesn't happen to you in your chess games. Let's see if you can play a move here and make a stalemate. Look, queen, the black queen is attacking the king. Right? Check. Now, if I capture the queen, right, and I can do that, look what happens to the black king. The black king cannot move. There is no space for black king to move. But also, black pawns cannot move. None of them can move, right? Because they are blocked by the white pawns. There is no check. Black king is not attacked. Black king is safe on this a8 space. So there is no check. And for that reason, white is not winning the game, although white is an extra queen here. Right? But white is not winning the game because the black king and black pawns cannot move, but there is no check. So that's what's called in chess stalemate. Let's go to the next one. More of those positions we do, better you will understand. Okay. Look, the black king is in front of the pawn. This black pawn is just about to become a queen. If black pawn goes all the way and becomes the queen, then black has a very good chances to win the game. But look at what we can do here to stop the black pawn and king. We can play a move like king to c2, right? And pay attention now to the black king. Black king cannot move because our white king is blocking the black king. But also pawn cannot move. And there is no check. Look, none of the white pieces, king cannot check the black king. And for that reason, this is called in chess stalemate. The game is a draw, tie. So each side will get only half of the point here. Let's go to the next one. And this is the last one. Look, the white queen is attacking the black king, check. But at the same time, pay attention, the white queen is attacking the black queen. But because it is a black to move, black queen can go sideways and capture the white queen. So let's do that and let's see what happens. Now look, we are capturing white queen, and that's how we escape the check. But now suddenly this white king cannot move. Look, there is no space for white king to move. Anywhere you move your king, you are going to be in check. Now, you would think black is winning this game because black has a queen and a rook up. But that's not what's going to happen, right? Because the white king is not in check. And without check, it cannot be a checkmate. So the outcome of this game is a stalemate. And that means both sides are getting half of the point. So black is not winning the game here. This is called in chess stalemate. Now look, it is very important to practice checkmate and stalemate. And you will see when you go to NYChessKids website, there is one lesson, checkmate and stalemate, and it would be very important that you print that lesson and go through all those puzzles. I think after you go through that sheet, you are going to understand checkmate and stalemate very well. Okay, boys and girls, I am going to stop right now here, and then we are going to continue in our next video. Thank you for listening to me.